We pre-recorded this before our little plan. So what you're hearing is a pre-recorded thing. You know, Demoman, before we do what we're about to do, we want you to understand our lives a little bit. Prime, you're first. Oh, well, I'm Bugsy Prime. I am the king of the Chaos Lords. I make sure that the Earth never gets bombarded by my own people's ambitions of trying to take over the world. And pretty much at this point, I've pretty much stomped out any submission of people trying to take over the Earth. But usually, if I'm usually helping everybody out. I'm usually helping everybody out, getting cats out of trees, and just hanging out with these bozos. Because really, this council was started just so we could stop Demoman. But really, it was kind of another way to. It was kind of another way for us to hang out because back in the day we had busy schedules. Yeah, and since we were working for the Kuro conglomerate, it was kind of our business where we can always, you know, be working on something together and still being around each other. Like let's just say, okay, but Mel, you're next. Oh, well, I'm Mel Kuro. Technically, technically my name is also Bugsy. Most of the people in the Bugsy Council are named Bugsy, but usually we take our code names and change them and made them into our real names. But I'm Mel. You know the the purple seductor, the debonair man in purple. See, you may think what we're doing is you may think that I'm just like Black Bomber. Nah, sure, I may be into polygamy, but the thing about me is I have a show on this very channel called Mel's Word, where I literally am out here every day helping people find the confidence within themselves so they can get that girl, that guy, that trans girl or guy. Helping them out. Helping them out. But not doing it in an Andrew Tate way where you talk about betas and, you're the alpha and all this shit. Because that's not really going to help you. All it's going to do is get you kicked in the balls. But no, I'm trying to teach people confidence within themselves. Rather than trying to listen to some idiot spouting out nonsense for 20 minutes. That is what I do. Me and Overlord used to be evil villains. But after a while, and we conquered everything there is to conquer, and I literally beat up Homelander because he killed the one person that mattered to me. And let's just be honest, the universe I come from, the heroes over there are dicks, and they weren't doing anything for anybody. I'm kind of like Megamind in that way. I never hurt civilians, only them. Only them. And they literally ran out. They literally ran out of my old home dimension screaming. I met Gadget right? In a mad scientist, genius seminar. We hit it off pretty well. And let me just tell you, I know she's an anthropomorphic mouse and I'm a chaos lord, but we made it work. I sized her to human level, and that's how we get it. That's how we get it going. She's the brightest person I've ever known. She's the one that made me feel love again. I thought I could never feel that again. I thought I could never really connect with someone that deeply anymore. You know? And then like 9 months later, we got Rebecca. And Rebecca is so bright. She reminds me so much of me and her mother. It's just crazy. Just that knack for building things, that knack for just wanting to know everything and being so curious. You know? Not a lot of people know this, but a lot of us in the Bugsy Council, except for Mel, most of us have families. Even the guys you don't see in these videos, you know, they have families. We all do. You know, while Demoman thinks all we do all day is no, man. That's what you guys do to mask your actual tendencies, whether they be necrophilic, you know, whether they be kind of nymphomatic or you know, hiding the fact that you guys may like the same gender. I mean, seriously, I ain't never heard two dudes that wanted basically four random Chaos Lords in my life. We insult you and you guys just want to get down? That's just weird. That's so weird. And, you know, me, I kind of gave up. I still have my kingdom and my secret 7. But pretty much I'm doing it really loosely because now that I'm with the Bugsy Council and I'm with my best friends, I don't really need to be this overarching overlord. I'm just overlord. Or sometimes OV. Yeah. Because my name is actually Over Kuro. It's actually kind of dumb. It's actually kind of dumb, but it was actually given to my great grandfather. You know, got with Ida. My Scarlet kind of confused with Demonic Bugsy Scarlet, and they just kind of became their own thing. But, you know, the thing about the console that you may not know, Demoman, is that the fact of the matter is, we're there for each other. You may say we're the Council of Evil, just because we side with Dustin. But there's a reason for that. You know, and we actually even forgave Dustin because literally, he just gave us the one thing we've always wanted. To destroy you once and for all. So even though he did kind of throw our families into turmoil, as long as they're on Avalon, they're safe. And on that note, you don't stand for anybody, for anything. You say that you do, but you don't. You say that you're doing this for the goodness of everybody else. You just want Youngtobania to be a superpower again. So you can abuse your power and your citizens. You're just gonna go Titan again. Even if you're able to literally finish us, you're still gonna do the same old shit that you normally do until someone stops you. At this point, it might as well be us. And like literally, we're gonna act so double if it's okay if we actually put you in the ground. Because literally, you're a person that can never grow. You don't want to change. You just think that everybody's evil, and because everybody is evil, you don't see yourself as that person. You're just like Black Bomber. I mean, literally, we're talking about going up to Doble's family and, you know, murdering them and doing a whole bunch of shit. How are you? How are you? How are we the evil ones when you are literally are calling for murder and a bunch of other shit? Like the thing about us, love us or hate us, we do what we gotta do. It's called the courage to do what we must. So idiots like you and Black Bomber don't exist. And I thank God that our Black Bomber in our universe, which a bunch of versions of you went into our universe and their offshoots. And that one became a preacher, so we're kind of glad that he became a preacher. Thank God. The Black Bomber in this universe is a godless heathen. And the Demoman and the Demoman in our universe always tries to beat me like you seem to do. But I always seem to beat him in the back of the head and tell him that you could be good if you tried, but you constantly want to try this. And I'm happy to oblige you. Like I oblige him every day. Because people like you always say you're fighting for the greater good. Always say you're fighting for some sort of peace. Some sort of justice. Some sort of actual actual peace. But peace never comes for people like you. Because you'll always find other ways to fight. And while you're listening to this message, we're already probably destroying everything you built. And literally showing you as we burn everything to the ground that you and Black Bomber are the same kind of person. Y'all don't care about nobody but yourselves. That's always been the thing. We gotta thank Seto because it really just shows how fucked up you both are. Under that thick veneer of actually caring. Because it's always been a thick veneer of caring. It's always been that way. You guys say that we're evil. You guys are talking like fucking Vikings, talking about doing all sorts of fucking things to everybody's body and having people eat other people's bodies and shit. What the fuck is wrong with all of you? Why are us, the guys that have power and are the farthest things from human, why are we the most human out of you two? Because, one, they never had people that actually raised them right. Two, they never really had a lowest point when they do, it doesn't matter to them. It's funny how you call us diddlers when didn't one of the Bible black characters make you do something that was really questionable that we're not going to say while we're sitting here having this little chat? And even before that, didn't you join, and even before the Bible black stuff, you joined Seto and really got into her lifestyle. You know why? Because you ain't never tried to actually date somebody or get with somebody, and that's why. And even in other universes, you're always the one that's the most easily corruptible. You don't try to fight it. You accept your darkness, but not in the way that normal people would. You embrace it. But you embrace it just to do evil things. While you sit here and judge us and lecture us, which you have some fucking stones to be judging us, by the way. I mean, I gotta be really honest with you. Compared to us, we're saints compared to you and Black Bomber. And we can't even be mad at Stolas because he's hypnotized. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything to deserve this. And yes, we do feel bad that Dustin did this. And we do think that and I feel like if we talk to him and we hang out with him, chill with the boy, chill with the man, maybe he'll stop wanting power and just want to hang out with some people. That's what we want to do. That's our big plan. Trust me, we're not gonna give you back Yakutovania. We rather turn that shit over to the Brotherhood. Yeah, to our allies and our comrades, where they can actually do something with it, something that you were never able to do. Be an actual leader. And oh yeah, while we're on the subject, hey Dale, we're the ones that kind of stopped it. We're the ones that made sure that no one would touch Mahoshi or Matoto. We just wanted to tell you that. And we just want you to know that all of our allies, all the people that are working with Double for your own reasons, we will always be here to defend you. Don't go Demoman just because he goes, you're one of my friends. Dude, he didn't care about none of you guys when he went Titan all those times. And he didn't care about none of you when he finally got some pull on Jirai. And he wasn't mind controlled for that. He was actually conscious. He was actually conscious and lucid for that. This man doesn't care about none of you. This man wants to keep on keeping on. While acting like everything he has ever done was for any of you guys' benefits. It was never for your benefit, it was never for our benefit. I remember we talked to Jerry and the Brotherhood, and we all used to talk shit about Demoman before the RP universes were the first time the RP universes were around. We used to talk shit. It was us, Jerry, Nick, and Junbei. We used to just all sit around shooting the shit. Hey, does the Brotherhood still have those uniforms? We're just asking. Yeah, because I'm thinking we didn't return ours, and can we keep them as souvenirs? I want to keep mine as a souvenir. Also, to Black Bomber, you can call us cuck and beta, but none of that shit actually gets to us. And besides, most of our loved ones are on Avalon. You can't do anything to us. None of you can. You know why we chose Avalon? Because you idiots don't have power or anything, and Oberon's not just gonna let you in. It's a safe haven for everybody we love, while we get our hands dirty. Oh yeah. And Task Force B is at your location, probably already beating the shit out of you. So, how does being completely dominated by Chaos Lords grab you? Bet for a sick weirdo like you, it feels nice. It feels very nice. A sub shouldn't act dom to a dom, alright? And Mordecai and Rigby, I want to say this to you. And please, and this is Megalo, And we talked before. Listen, I know you're angry. I know you're mad. I know you feel like Double betrayed you, and by association, you feel like we did too. But listen. Double, in his own way, wanted to make a world that's free from all of this. And sure, it was half-assed. And sure, he did it, and we are going to have a long talk with him. But you guys shouldn't be joining Demo. He doesn't care about any of you. That man will sooner let you guys die than save you, or weep at your corpse, or or bury you for your funeral. You see how he's like going after us? He does not give a single percentile of a fuck. He never gave a single percentile of a fuck when he was full on Titan going after everybody. Mordecai, Rigby, what he did to Luminaria was a felony. You know? He did that shit. And that's another version of him, sure. But he has the capability of doing something far worse to you guys. Because now he thinks he has the power. And that makes him more dangerous than any villain you've ever dealt with. And we're being completely honest. You may think we're the bad guys. You may think that we're evil. But it's more than that. We basically still joined Double so we can so we can deal with freaking Demoman and freaking Black Bomber once and for all. Because it's more about how they are. Because if we leave them to their own devices, there's no telling what they'll do next. Hold on, give us a minute. Also, you may want to close the door. Hold up, we need to help somebody real quick. Giving them a motivational speech and all. That's what we do. Give us 1 minute, folks. We swore if the roleplay universes were ever reinstated, we would literally come back and stop all of this. That was always the plan from the very beginning. And we're not gonna let some Scottish drunk and a delusional little gnome. Yeah, we're taller than you, by the way. How do we know? Because we're taller than Regulus. And he hates that. Yeah. You guys know that the alternate Black Bomber. We found out that the alternate Black Bomber, which is Regulus, is our Black Bomber. We found that out a long time ago. We got him back to his old body, and pretty much he's back to being his old cool self. Still talking like he's a Shakespearean villain, but still being back to where he used to be, and it's so cool to have him back. And we know, and Regulus is proof that Black Bomber could actually change if he actually felt like it. Only if he felt like it. So you can say, and really, you can say that we're a bunch of beta boys, Black Bomber. People like you are a bunch of assholes that think being beta, being alpha is anything. No, it's only a psychological con job to make you guys feel stronger than you actually are when you're not. And the thing is, we gotta be real. We gotta be real with you, Seto. You made this monster, and we're gonna slay it. We're gonna beat it. We're gonna take Black Bomber to freaking Suplex City, and he is gonna stay down. But I warn you, never make something like Black Bomber ever again. I don't care if it is one of your new little schemes. You created this thing, and we're gonna defeat it. But understand this: Prime may tolerate you because he has a history with Seto. But if you put everybody in danger because of your pranks, we may be back. Pray that you're not against us one day. Because this is your fault. I get that Black Bomber was a self-insert. I get that. But the thing about him is, you made him this way. He was already dark. He already had his darkness enough. But you made him into this thing. A thing who constantly needs sexual gratification. A guy who constantly needs every little bit. This is all on you too. And Prime, he wants to say it, but he wants to make sure he wants to keep things cool between him and Dustin. But I'm just saying, this is on you too, and a little bit, and what happened to Kuro is on you as well. Because you decided to leave Kuro in the hands of that monster. And don't even give us that. Well, I was in the band universe. You have shown that you can actually bust out of there if you want, or get someone to do it, or you've even contacted other like-minded individuals to go do your bidding, aka the Street Fighter chicks. So you could have easily took care of that. I mean, we saved Kuro. She's on Avalon, where she's safe. And she's going to become a proper member of the Bugsy Council. I see great things in her future. So do I. And, so do I too. I mean, me too. And I feel like if you just... this needs to be a lesson to you as well. You need to stop with all the pranks. I know this is what you do. It's how you do things. But I'm just saying. What would have happened if we didn't save Kuro? What if Black Bomber permanently put her in the ground? What then? People say that we're bad guys. We're evil, But at the end of the day, we care about everybody. It's the fact that we have boundless empathy. This is the only way this council really works. We all care. Demoman will never understand that because he's only ever cared about himself. He may say he cares about his friends, but that's just lip service he tells himself just to make himself feel like he's not a monster. Demoman, you are truly a monster. You're truly evil. You have no redeeming qualities within you. Most of the red team have joined us. They were never dead. We just faked their deaths so you'd feel bad. But even then, that's not even you feeling bad. You just turned your rage against us instead of actually, I don't know, mourning them. But it's whatever. You don't care. Heartless bastards like you never do. Also, we may have went back in time. We may have went into another universe where we beat up Zachary Hudson. Yeah, just so we can shock Soldier before give him the old executioner's finish. That was a good day. Oh, it was a perfect day. No. Wait a minute, isn't it? It's a perfect day, and I got to spend it with you. That is our motto right there. Anything you want to add, Prime? No, you guys actually hit it on the head. While you think we sit here all day on our little screens, doing our things, we're out there helping people, making people's lives better. What is bringing Yuctovania back for everybody? What is that even going to do for everybody? No, it only serves you. Like the Tiberium, it only serves you. Like the communism, it only serves you. Everything you've ever tried, it only serves you. I've proven that I'm a better businessman, a better leader, a better person all around than you. And trust me, you can keep talking about your Loch Ness monster and all the gross, horrible things you're going to do. But at the end of the day, by the time you see this video, we've already probably taken down like half of your forces. And I probably have my BFG to your fucking head, ready to pull it. And you're probably wondering what I mean by that. I mean trigger. So, what I have to say to you is this, Demoman. You and I will always be different. You and literally learn to insult someone right, you freaking Scottish waste of space. You freaking Genghis Dangus bitch. You Scottish son of a freaking Yeti. Like, you pusillanimous fiend. You sorry sack of pulchritude. You actual person of ill repute. Both you and Black Bomber. Because unlike you and Black Bomber, when I lead like an actual king. I lead like an actual general. What do you idiots do? Make your little videos, say your shit, and then we take down one of your forces. Hey, Black Bomber, we took down some of your forces too, and I heard you were crying like a little stooge. How does that feel, buddy? How does that feel that we took down that for you? Now, let me just tell you one thing, Demo. And I probably stopped time so only you hear this before I actually pull it. You will always be inferior. Not because I'm stronger, not because I'm better, but because I have the one thing you will always lack. And that truly is my empathy, my compassion, my humanity. Difference between me and you it will always come down to that. So say your little vulgar insult. Say you're gonna shove it into us, and we're gonna freaking bow down to you. It's just fantasies of a drunk Scottish person that has a haunted eye socket. So don't even think for 1 minute you're even in our ballpark. The only reason we haven't taken you out now at this very moment is because we wanted to drag this out as long as possible to really undercut how strong we are compared to you. That's why. And me that's probably set this up so you hear it in the PA system. You may now take care of the Scottish douchebag. Well, see ya. And Black Bomber, even if Task Force B doesn't finish you, we will too.